Amy Roloff and Chris Marek recently vacationed with Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler on Little People, Big World, and viewers are convinced that their scenes together were manufactured for ratings. LPBW Season 23, which began airing in May, has been full of drama and conflict since Episode 1. Matt and his son Zach Roloff's tense relationship over Matt selling Roloff Farms has been a focal point of the season, as well as Zach and his wife Tori moving their family to Battleground, Washington. Although Amy and Matt's divorce was finalized in 2016, after almost 30 years together, both exes have moved on with new partners. Amy and Chris married in 2021, while Matt and Karen have been controversially dating since 2017. On LPBW Season 23's most recent episode, Matt and Karen gifted Amy and Chris plane tickets to visit them in Arizona. The four stayed at Matt and Karen's home and later went on a Jeep tour in Sedona. While viewers enjoyed getting a look at Arizona's natural beauty, the trip itself didn't sit right with viewers. In fact, many LPBW fans on Reddit think that Amy, Chris, Matt, and Karen's time together was less than genuine. Here are a few reasons fans online believe that Matt and Karen's wedding gift and their subsequent vacation with Amy and Chris were set up as a fake storyline. Amy is uncomfortable around Matt and Karen. Amy and Matt's divorce was tumultuous and complicated, especially since Matt quickly moved on with Karen, although they maintain that their relationship began in 2017. Karen's long history of working on Roloff Farms contributed to the long-standing rumor that Matt cheated on Amy with Karen, although Amy reluctantly agreed, with Chris' insistence, to visit Matt and Karen in Arizona. LPBW fans immediately pointed out that Amy was not only uncomfortable around Matt and Karen but clearly didn't want to be there. Several users pointed out that Amy refused to sit next to Matt on the Jeep tour and hardly smiled in any of their shared scenes. Matt and Chris' friendship feels forced, while many LPBW fans agree that Chris is a genuinely nice person. Redditors tuning into Season 23's latest episode think that Chris and Matt are forcing their friendship to make their scenes feel more authentic. Several viewers believe Chris is trying to play peacekeeper between the four by carrying Matt and joking around with him in an attempt to please producers. I fully believe that Chris acting enthusiastic, sick, is just Chris taking one for the team. One person wrote, while another user hypothesized, I bet they only hang out while actively filming and keep their distance otherwise. There's a storyline of Amy as the jilted ex-wife and Chris as Matt's wannabe BFF. Amy and Chris can afford their own tickets. LPBW fans believe it's odd the longtime couple would give Amy and Chris a wedding gift at all since Matt and Karen weren't invited to the wedding. However, fans are particularly confused why Matt and Karen would assume plane tickets to visit them would suffice, especially considering Amy and Chris never mentioned wanting to visit them before. Since Amy and Chris can afford their own tickets and vacations, Redditors think LPBW producers paid for the group's time in Arizona. They aren't vacationing together without TLC picking up the costs. One user stated, while others pointed out that Matt previously admitted that he still owes Amy a bundle of money. Amy, Matt, Chris, and Karen may want LPBW fans to believe that the four are on good terms, but their trip to Arizona proved otherwise.